years, but today is picture-perfect fall football weather. Crisp and cool at Soldier Field in the Windy City. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Once again, it's Mostert.
And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness. One cut, and he goes. That's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I would have voted for him.
It's a gain of 4 there and gives him a new set of downs.
The Bears at 5-4 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll send the tight end in motion left. Off the play fake, Prescott. His throw incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Running the counter with Mostert.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
The 20. Touchdown, Chicago.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Scott on the return out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. That's quickly out wide to Davis.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Bears, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run once more with Taylor. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. Touchdown! Albert Okwuegbunam. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush, talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs, but sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they're certainly playing their best football of the year.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A run with Mostert up the middle. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Prescott from the gun. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Chicago.
Who the fuck wants to guard a deep ball all the time, bro? Like, damn, y'all niggas trash, bro.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
Fred Warner, first-time All-Pro in 2020, in on the stop defensively.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 now. Throwing over, and it's Taylor on the out route that completes it. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. They'll try it now with Mostert.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go with Mostert again.
He will push his way down to about the 14. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Now a give to Mostert running right.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. The offense on 3rd down, they've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Fourth down, Prescott. Touchdown, Bears! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Touchdown. Here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Scott on the return out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Back to throw now on first down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
To the right side, complete to Taylor. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
First and 10, Taylor now.
Powering forward. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
They throw it out right complete. And he's got room. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. Off the RPO, he completes it. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Corey Davis, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are back within a score. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.